Welcome back to another episode of Giraffes Wear Math Socks. I'm your host, Mr. Cavender, and today we're going to be looking at comparing decimals. Okay, so let's just jump right into it so we're not wasting any time. Compare 3/10 and 8/10 using less than, greater than, or equal to. We can draw a model or a number line. Okay, so when I want to think about this, when I'm comparing, I like to ask myself, do we have this on an even playing field? What I mean by that, are we comparing apples and apples or apples and oranges? And in this case, it is apples and apples because we have a number in the tenths place and a digit in the tenths place. Okay, so we are on a level playing field. So I can easily say that 8/10 are going to be, 3/10 is less than 8/10. And if I wrote this as a fraction, I'd have 3/10 is less than 8/10. And on a number line, 0, 1 whole. Okay, so 1/10, 2/10, 3/10. 3/10, 8/10. All right, moving on. Mike ran the 50-yard dash in 7 and 3900 seconds. Felix ran it in 7 and 6/10 seconds. Who ran faster? Okay, so this is one of those I was talking about, apples and oranges or apples and apples. One of these times is 7 and 3900ths, and the other time is 7 and 6/10. So one's in hundredths, one's in tenths. They are not on the same playing field. So we have to get them to where they're going to be the same. Now, I can add to the end of this as many zeros as I want to. It's not going to change the value. The only place you can put a 0 is on the end of it or going further on into the decimals. Okay, I cannot put my 0 in front of that 6. I can put as many zeros as I want to behind the 6. I can do the same thing on this side, but I don't want to because now we are comparing apples to apples because I have hundredths to hundredths. Now, what I love about comparing hundredths and hundredths is you can literally think about it as money. Would you rather have $7.39 or $7.60? Well, obviously, I'd rather have $7.60. So 7 and 3900ths is less than 7 and 6000ths. Now, here's where people miss this question. Who ran faster? When you are running a race, you want a lower time. So although 7 and 3900ths is less than 7 and 6000ths, the person that ran the fastest is the one with the least amount of time. So that would be Micah. But I always have people who miss this question because they're like, 7 6000ths is greater, therefore it's the correct answer. No, pay attention to the question. Anytime it's talking about running a race, you always want the lowest time. Okay? Which statement in reasoning is true about the decimals 4500ths and 5/10? Circle the letter of the correct answer. All right, you're up. Go ahead and pause the video and try this one. All right, let's break this down. I first want to get them on the same level. So I have 4500ths and 5/10. The one that needs to change is the 5/10 to get on a hundredths level. So 4500ths, 5000ths. A says 4500ths is less than 5/10 because hundredths are greater than tenths. Let's come back to that one. 4500ths is less than 5/10 because 45 over 100 is less than 50 over 100. Okay, that goes along with what we're saying over here, 45 over 100, 50 over 100. So let's tentatively circle that one and go through the rest of these. 4500ths is greater than, no, we are, because 45 is greater than, no, absolutely not. Okay, they're just trying to put some bogus in there. 4500ths is greater than 5/10 because hundredths are greater than tenths. No. Okay. This first one up here, because hundredths are greater than tenths. Okay, let's just talk about that for a second. If I have 0.1, and 0.01. They're saying that hundredths are greater than tenths. They're saying that the one on the right, which would be like 1 cent, is greater than a tenth, which would be like a dime. Would you rather have a dime or a penny? I'd much rather have a dime. So that is, hundredths are greater than tenths. That's absolutely wrong. Okay, should have been B there. And Sarah chose C. She's literally just going. What she doesn't understand is she's not putting them on the same playing field. She's comparing apples and oranges instead of apples and apples, or she's comparing hundredths to tenths instead of hundredths to hundredths or tenths to tenths. She just sees 45 and 5, and she falls into that trap every time. You have to get them on the same level. Hundredths compared to hundredths, tenths compared to tenths, thousands compared to thousands. Okay. Which change would make the following a true statement? 0.5, so 5 tenths. So 50 hundredths is less than 43 hundredths. Okay, so you try this one. All right, so if we put a 3 in the hundredths place to change 0.5 to 0.53, it's still going to be greater than that, so that's no. Change the hundredths digit in 0.43 to a 0. So that's going to be 0.40, so that's not going to be true either. Put a 0 in the tenths place to change 5 tenths to 5 hundredths. Okay, that's promising. Put a 0 in the hundredths place to change 5 tenths to 50 hundredths. That doesn't change the value at all there, so it's going to have to be C. By putting a 0 in the tenths place, they're literally changing what would be like 50 cents to 5 cents. They're making it less, which is going to fit our statement here. All right. You try 2 and 3. Pause the video. All right, which decimal is less than 75 hundredths? So does it look like all of these are on the same level? No, I have A and D are in the tenths and B and C are in the hundredths. So let's get them all on the hundredths. So now it's just like comparing change, 90 cents, 94 cents, 80 cents, 70 cents. So which one is less than 75 cents? That's going to be 70 cents. Easy. Which of the following decimals is greater than 7 hundredths but less than 3 tenths? So 0.07 and 0.30. So we're looking for something that is greater than 7 hundredths but less than 30. So more than 7 cents, less than 30 cents. All of these are not on the same level until I put this one here. So greater than 7 cents. I know that's not greater than 7 cents. I know that this is more. And I know that this is more. So that leaves me with C and E. Okay. Not really sure on my time, but we'll just keep going. Tell whether each statement is true or false. Pause the video. And we're back. 5 tenths is less than 6 tenths because 5 tenths is less than 6 tenths. True. 25 hundredths is less than 30 hundredths because 25 is greater than 3. What? 25 hundredths is greater than, we already know because when I put them on the same thing, that's an absolute false. I'm getting these on the same level. 89 hundredths is greater than 80 hundredths because 89 hundredths is greater than 80 hundredths. Perfect. 6 hundredths is equal to 60 hundredths because 6 equals 6. No, my friend, that is 6 hundredths. That is 60 hundredths. 6 cents, 60 cents. Not even close. And then on this one, I have 40 hundredths is less than 14 hundredths because 4 is less than 14. You see how silly this reasoning is? When you get them on the same level or hundreds to hundreds. It's just silly, some of the stuff that they come up